Hello everyone. This is my name's Austin, and you're joining me on the LS Kennedy Report. This channel is going to be a lot different from what my main channel is, but not really. So the basis of what I'm doing for this channel is telling the stories throughout the files of the Resident Evil franchise, and maybe other games if I get around to that. But we're going to be seeing if you can understand the story from just the files alone. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we're going to be reviewing. I'm not sure how my voice, what I'm going to be doing exactly. I do know for Dead Aim, I'm going to do the most country accent I can. Large amount of T-virus was stolen. But beyond that, I'm not really sure what I'm planning to do. We're going to start from release order. Technically, this is Director's Cut, but it's on the PS5, and it really just has all the stuff that the original had, plus Director's Cut. So I did forget a file because I wasn't playing as Jill, so I will cover that file in Remake since it comes back in that game, and it doesn't actually connect that much to the overall story. So let's just get started with RE1. Botany Book about medicinal herbs. As you may know, there are many plants that have medical effects. Since ancient times, humans have been healing wounds and diseases using various plants. In this book, we're going to sample 3 herbs that grow around the Raccoon Mountains and give their outlines as examples of those plants with medicinal properties. Each herb has different colors and different effects as medical plants. The green one recovers physical strength, the blue one neutralizes natural toxins, while the red does not have any effects by itself. The red is only affected by other herbs. I recorded this separately from the voiceover, for example, if you mix this herb with the herb that recovers physical strength, the recovery effect will be tripled. By adjusting the amount and experimenting with these 3 herbs, you can create various kinds of medicine, but I'll leave the details in your hands, because that's the best way to acquire true knowledge. Diary. May 9th, 1998. At night, we played poker with Scott the Guard, Alias or Elias, and Steve the Researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. May 10th, 1998. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they are playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. Gorillas could be referring to Resident Evil 0. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a space suit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now, I feel better. May 13th, 1998. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back, and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I'll sleep well tonight. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying, and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They have been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 14th, 1998. May 15th, 1998. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leaves the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh. I should have recorded these all at the same time. Dropped off. What the hell is happening? But itchy, hungry, and eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy. Scott came. Ugly face so killed him. Itchy, tasty. Itchy, tasty. Researcher's will. My dear Alma, the fact that you have received this letter is both a joy and a sadness for me. I could not even talk to you because of that guy in the sunglasses. Alma, be careful and read this. I think I've told you that I moved to a lab. They headhunted me. Last month there was an accident in the lab and the virus we were studying escaped. And my colleagues who were infected by the virus are dead. To be accurate, they become the living dead. They still wander around, some of them knocking on my room door desperately right now. But there's no signs of intelligence in their eyes. That cursed virus takes away all humanity from the human brain. Love, joy, sorrow, fear, humor, eternally. And Alma, even the memory of you is fading. Yes, I'm infected. I did everything I could, but I can only delay the process by a few days. The most frightening thing is that I forget more about you by the day. So I chose a peaceful death rather than becoming the living dead. Within an hour, I will have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you'll understand my decision. Goodbye and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn. Orders. Top secret, July 22nd, 1998. To the head of Security Department, X Day is approaching. Complete the following orders within a week. Lure the members of STARS into the lab and have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. Collect 2 embryos per BOW type, making sure to include all species except for the ultimate life form, Tyrant. Destroy the Arklay lab, including all researchers and lab animals, and a mariner, which will seem accidental. White umbrella. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus. Differently than other plants have been, and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. There are 2 ways in which Plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root. It reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water, and promotes the incredibly fast growth of Plant 42. Another part of Plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of those bulbs, and they are the second resource for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its spines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood using the suckers located at the back of its spines. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures its prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victim to this. May 21st, 1998. Henry Sarton. To General Manager of Sanitation Division from Special Committee of Disasters, Raccoon Special Research Department. This memorandum is strictly confidential and must be destroyed as soon as it is understood. Regarding the T-virus outbreak which occurred recently, this committee conducted a field survey. According to the survey results, estimates on the amount of damage caused by the accident are considerably greater than reported earlier. First, although it is very difficult to obtain accurate data in terms of actual numbers, y'all prefer data or data, It is thought that more than half of the researchers died after exposure to the T-virus. The body count will most likely increase since nearly all of the survivors show symptoms peculiar to the T-virus. Second, our security system is still in operation. However, our special security guard squad has been nearly destroyed. Because of that research, information considered by our company to be the top secret has been made available to outsiders. Countermeasures should be taken as soon as possible. Finally, many of the subjects from the experiment have escaped and are out of control. We believe that some researchers were killed by these subjects and their bodies were mutilated. By curious coincidence, these events are proof of the success of our research. However, there is also a very high risk that this news may be leaked. It is very serious. Our operation to cover up the situation is difficult to attain. However, we hope that the problem will be solved quickly. We are especially concerned that the state police and STARS are intervening too quickly. We will need to act on this situation as well. Scrapbook. Raccoon Times, May 27, 1998. Animal attack. Woman mutilated. May 20. Around 10 p.m., a 20-year-old young woman's body was found by a passerby on the left bank of Marble River in the Cider district of Raccoon City. Man, these files are getting dark. Raccoon police assume it to be a grizzly or other animal's doing because there are teeth marks along her mutilated arms and left foot that show considerable power. Since she was wearing a hiking boot on her remaining foot, it has been determined that she was attacked in the Arklay Mountains and fell into the river. They are hurrying to identify this woman. Weekly, June 16th, 1998. Monsters in Arklay Mountains. Some people claim they've seen monsters in the Arklay Mountains. The monsters are supposedly about the same size as large dogs and usually run in a pack as wolves do. This may sound like a group of ordinary wild dogs, but these monsters are surprisingly fierce and hard to hurt. They say these dogs won't bother you unless you wake them. So, you smart readers should stay out of the Arklay Mountains for the time being. But if you're looking for adventure, check it out. You want to try? No, I do not. Raccoon Times, July 9th, 1998. Mystery on Arklay Mountains. Mountain road blocked due to successive disasters in the Arklay Mountains. The city authorities have decided to block the roads leading to the foothills. At the same time, Raccoon Police intend to begin the search for lost people with the help of STARS team members. They expect great difficulty because of the vast size of Arklay Mountains and the primeval forest that covers most of the area. Also, people are still reporting sightings of grotesque monsters in the mountains. Security system. Basement level 1. Helicopter report. Executives and government officials only on helicopter port. The restriction may not apply in the case of an accident. Passage to the helicopter. No one is allowed to enter unless they are attended by a research consultant or security director. All others will be shot on sight. I muted the other thing because, I didn't know that the PlayStation 5 can do that. Well, I had it set on, but whatever. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement level 2. Visual data room. Visual data room is within the control of Special Research Division Keith Irving. The room manager is designated to have jurisdiction over room usage. Oh man, I'm terrible. Basement level 3, prison. Sanitation Division controls the usage of the prison consultant researchers E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker must be present if virus is used. I wonder who that A. Wesker is. Triple locked door. No one is allowed to enter unless he presents all passcode documents. Passcode documents must be created on the specialized output machine by the chief researcher of each block. Power room. Only headquarters supervisors may enter. This restriction may not apply if the consultant researcher has received special instructions. Passcode output machine. No one is allowed to use the passcode output machine but the chief researchers. Basement level 4. Top secret. Regarding the process of Tyrant after the use of the T-virus, remaining document is unreadable. Researcher's letter. Dear June 8th, 1998. Dear Ada, by the time you read this, I'll be something different. Today's test turned out to be positive. Just as I expected, I feel like going crazy when I think about becoming one of them. Ada, you're not infected and I hope you never will be. In case you're the last one left, take the material in the visual data room and go to the power room to operate the triggering system before you escape and make all this public through the media. If everything is in order, all the locks can be opened by the security system. You can access the system if you log in with my name from the terminal in the small lab and enter the password. The password is your name. To unlock the door at B2 where the visual data room is located, you'll need to access with our names first and then enter another password. I've written the code below. I'm sure you'll understand it. And this is my last hope. If you find me completely changed, please kill me yourself. Password, Mole. Yours, John. I know it doesn't say Mole, but that is the password. V-Jolt report. This one honestly is weird, but that's just the way it was labeled. It's this far later on. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the Tyrant virus. We also have found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element that destroys these plant cells rapidly in No-16, one of the series of chemicals that we use for that experiment. We name this umbrella number 16 as V-Jolt. In our calculations, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy Plant 42. If we put the V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix this with some of the series chemical in a specific order to create V-Jolt. But the umbrella series chemical may generate a poisonous cloud or gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of umbrella series chemicals and their brief characteristics. No2 red, MP003 purple, No4 green, yellow 6 yellow, No7 white, No13 blue, stimulating smell, V-Jolt, No16 brown. These last files are Bible verses, so that's a weird way to end a Resident Evil 1, but that's what we're gonna have to be ending on. Passcode 01. I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this, and have not withheld your son, your only son, Genesis 22:16. Passcode 02. I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and as the sands on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies. Genesis 22:17. Passcode 03. And though your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed, because you have obeyed me. Genesis 22:18. And that does it for all of the files in RE1. So, can you cobble up a story? I think so. Let's start at the beginning. The Itchy Tasty story likely is the start of the outbreak in the mansion. The government, or more, the Umbrella would not let this guy leave, and it's obvious why. He was infected. If he was released, they'd have a big problem on their hands. Something that can affect the whole world. And would show what a terrible company Umbrella really is. And for the next file, it's basically the same thing. Although we do get to know that because of a guy in sunglasses, I wonder who that could be. If only there was... You don't think it was... No way, it couldn't have been him. X-Day is about luring the member of STARS into the lab so they can get the data. For who, I wonder? Who needs this data? Could it be Umbrella? Or could it be someone else? The Plant 42 file is basically just explaining how Plant 42 became Plant 42, which definitely tells a story. This is the first time I'm really reading these files, so I didn't even know about all this. But that's cool. I mean, I didn't know that it was sucking up your blood. It just seems like it sprays acid all over you, but that's pretty cool to figure out. The next one is about a memorandum having the T-virus outbreak, which occurred recently. It's pretty difficult to obtain the actual data, though. So, yeah. It's just saying about pretty much how all the people lost their lives down in the lab. And that they're pretty concerned that the state police and STARS are showing up too quickly. And Raccoon Times, it's more of backstory. It doesn't really explain anything happening in the main story. It's just what happened, kind of like in the opening, which is kind of expanded more in Remake. It's just about the grisly murders in the Arklay Mountains, which is pretty disheartening. I mean, it's a pretty dark story. And the helicopter report just really tells you who's allowed to get on the helicopter and how you're supposed to get onto it and all that. It explains the elevator and all that. And the visual data room, it just says that Keith Harving, which I always thought Keith was that dude. I know he's in a Remake at the beginning, but that can't be the same guy. So, and it tells you how to unlock the door at the end to get Jill or Chris, according to which campaign you're playing. The Dear Ada letter, that one explains a good deal of nothing. It's setting up RE2. Technically, it's setting up 1.5, but that's semantics. We're not going to get into that part of it. But it tells you how to access the computer, which, I mean, by now, if you're an RE fan, you already know how to do all that kind of stuff. The Vigil report is such in a weird place. I don't know why it's in this location on the files list, but it just tells you how to stop Plant 42 the easier way. Well, actually, it's the longer way, but still. And then, of course, the last ones are all about Bible verses. So it kind of, alludes to the story of Captain Wesker being the villain. And it tells you enough. I mean, RE1 isn't super heavy on story, but it definitely speeds you up to at the end. Because I usually play these games, I speed through them without really thinking. And it's always so confusing when you get to the end. It's like, no way, it was Wesker? It's like, yeah, especially from these files, it's kind of obvious that it's Wesker who's the villain. But you can pretty much understand the story of RE1. There is one more file I guess I should talk about real quick. Something is written on the back of this picture. My dearest Mara and Polly, I hope you will grow up to be strong and beautiful women and help cheer up your mother. Your father will be watching you all from heaven. Yeah, it really only makes sense if you're playing the main story. You know what, just for a bonus, I might as well throw in Eric's letter because it's not like I'm gonna cover, also I did miss one other one, the pass number, which is just a pass number, 8083 something O. I'm not even sure if Eric's letter provides any new story, but I'm gonna see. I have a favor to ask. Can you look for a book I misplaced? Actually, it appears I lost it around the guardhouse quarters when I had a little too much to drink. It's very important to me. Please find it. Thank you. Yeah, that doesn't really help anything. Well, this was definitely different for me, and something I'm pretty glad about. I don't know how I'm going to do this exactly. I need to probably shorten this by a good deal. But yeah, it was interesting to talk about this, that's for sure. I will see you all in whatever I do next. And I know the video is a little off in places. That's because it's my first time with this kind of thing. And for RE2, moving onwards, I'm going to be doing the voiceover while the files are going as well. So I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to face your fears and survive. Stay frosty, guys.